I have a question, an important question that's like the topic of the day. Uh, is ISIS an imminent threat to America?
They are, particularly when you hear this administration, and they didn't lie to you, that there are active cells that they're monitoring in every state across this country. This is that lone wolf capacity. We saw that in the trade towers in 2001. We're seeing this all the way across the world. This is an imminent threat to this country, and we need to get our act together.
So you think that ISIS has infiltrated the United States and they're here right now?
We know we have active terrorist cells, and the administration, our intelligence community has told us about that. We've seen examples of that where we actually caught people on our border in Texas and then let the terrorists loose.
But ISIS terrorists on terror?
I said terrorists. I don't know that this administration is identifying ISIS, but terrorism is terrorism, regardless of how they look.
Well, is there public corroborated evidence that ISIS has already attacked America inside the United States?
I don't sit on the permanent intel committee, so I can't tell you exactly from that aptitude. But we do know that the growth of terrorist incidents, there now is over 42 different types of groups that have terrorism in mind, whether it be ISIS, Al Qaeda, and Al Nusra. They're all collaborating on defeat of the West.
But do you believe in preemption, or do you believe that we should only go to war when we're attacked or there's an imminent threat of attack?
How do you tell that to Steven Sotloff and Kayla Mueller that there wasn't an attack on American citizens, as their lives are now they're now dead? Tell that to their families.
Well, they went into a war zone where ISIS is fighting with Assad. By the way, they haven't been able to beat Assad, so they're really not that strong, and also fighting the Iraqi government. So
Assad is in a small little corner, and that's all that he is, and that is left. And so we have a mess going on in the Middle East. From this administration, we could have had some semblance of a better rule of order, but what we've done is toppled sectarian leaders like Gaddafi and Egypt. And we tried to institute the Muslim Brotherhood through this administration. We need to have better insights and make sure that we're empowering peace and making sure that everybody has equal access and freedom to peacefully use their religion, whatever that religion may be.
But ISIS has not attacked America, right?
From what we see, not that we know of.
Right. So then, why would you say that they're an imminent threat if they have not attacked and they don't have the means to attack? They don't have a navy or an air force. There's no way that they could plant their flag in the White House like they say they want to, right?
But that's the physiological warfare, or psychological warfare that's going on, and that's part of the problem.
But do we have to bomb them because of psychological warfare? I mean, we should then expose the evilness of their philosophy and their actions, but we don't have to go to war with them in order to fight their ideas, right?
This is the same problem that we find in World War II. Winston Churchill made the same comment. You can count on Americans to do the right thing when they've exhausted everything else. We are a country that looked at our foreign policy and making sure that there was the opportunity for all, the peaceful existence for all. And when they violate that aspect, when they harm American citizens, yes, they may have been in war-torn areas, but there should be a predilection to make sure that they were taken care of. Look at Bo Bergdahl. There's another one.
Well, let's talk about World War II. In World War II, the Japanese attacked us. They betrayed our confidence and they attacked us by surprise. So we declared war on them because they attacked us. So isn't that quite different? And also the Japanese had divisions, they had Air Force, they had Navy. They were a real threat to America, but not the ISIS. ISIS can't do anything to America.
Well, I disagree. When you look at the terrorist attacks through cyber security, there could be anything that when you disrupt commerce, that is actually a disdain for a country and breaking down the root cause of that country's existence. when you attack another neighbor and an ally like Israel, and numerous attempts and support through Hezbollah and Hamas, those are also attempts on the compacts that we extend through our neighbors and our allies.
Yeah, but right now they're in a fight for their survival with Assad, and they haven't been able to beat him, right?
Yeah, I disagree with you. When you see that they've expanded their territory, that they've actually by double, bombing has done little but changed the modality of how they fight.
So you think that they can defeat Assad and Iraq?
Well, they're doing a pretty darn good job. I mean, yesterday we scrapped the time attacking Mosul because we weren't prepared for it.
Would you like to take? I'll give you 3-to-1 odds that they can't beat Assad and Iraq. You could put $1,000 on it if you like, but I'm kind of. I don't know what the ethics are of that, but if it's legal to make that kind of wager,
putting people's lives like that, I think, is disrespectful.
Well, I mean, I think they're both murderous thugs, Assad and ISIS. So 2 journalists went there, and they murdered them. And I think we should try to catch those journalists and punish them. But why do we have to go to war?
And that's why we actually put forward a bounty bill that says, listen, those that kill or kidnap our American citizens,
excellent,
should have a bounty placed for the extricate.
But we have gone to war when we have not been attacked.
We are still in a warlike application from Afghanistan and Iraq. We have left Iraq in a poor and debilitated state.
They kicked us out. They said they didn't want us there anymore, right?
That's not exactly true. Our president didn't want to abide by the retained troops in that area. He wanted to go very much less than what Iraq wanted. So there's more truth to the story of understanding the status of troops that were left behind.